Hi, I remember when I was very young, around 7, I used to play a lot of Counter-Strike 1.6. And one thing I remember a lot from that game is buying the Galil and thinking to myself, why did I buy the fake AK? Little did I know, it is an actual fake AK. Well, not exactly, let me explain. During the 6-day war between Israel and I don't know who else it was, I'm not that good in history. During the 6-day war, the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, were using a gun called the FN-FAL. It is a very infamous gun for being absolutely trash from the Belgian it's a Belgian gun. I thought it was a French gun,
considering how fucking shitty it is, but
so the FN-FAL that shoots 7.62 by 51 was extremely unreliable because, I don't know if you know this, but in Israel and near Egypt, it's more or less sand. Everything is sand. And what happens is the FN-FAL would jam all the time. And it was very unreliable. You needed cleaning kits, you needed a lot of dumb shit. So after the 6-day war, the IDF captured a bunch of Egyptian AKs. They looked at them, came in their pants and said, we need something reliable like that. Now, where does Israeli Galili come into play? Well, Israeli Galili, born into the Soviet Union in 1940 something, decided to go to Israel, and there he joined the gun manufacturing industry somewhere around the 1960s.
Okay, so quick note, I actually fucked up during this scene. He actually joined the IDF or the manufacturing business after he came to Israel, which was in 1948. My bad. Please don't kill me, Israel.
Where the 6-day war happened and they needed a new gun. Also, Israeli Galili worked on the Uzi, which is very fucking cool. But there's a small issue. Israeli Galili's name isn't Israeli Galili. Israeli Galili's name is Balashnikov. Do you see now why he changed his name? Because the story goes that people were afraid, the IDF was afraid that they would get into legal trouble and people would associate it with the Kalashnikov, even though he's a Soviet, like he was born in the Soviet Union. So he changed his name presumably because of the creation of the gun, which is kind of weird because the creation of the gun happened after the 1960s, while he changed his name in 1940 something when he moved to Israel. So I don't know how these two link up. So from all the sources I've searched, he changed his name way before the gun's concept even existed, before the 6-day war. And the gun was chambered in 5.56 by 45 or in 7.62 by 51, some very standard cartridges. Now you might say, okay, so what's so cool about the gun? Nothing. That's it. It's just a copy of the AK.
Well, no, actually, fucking idiot John, you goddamn piece of shit. The Galil is actually kind of based on the RK-62, which is based on the Kalashnikov. And the reason that the Galil uses 5.56 by 41 or 7.62 by 51 is because the gun was based on its receiver.
Nothing. That's it. It's just a copy of the AK from Israel, and they'll probably say, oh, it was promised to us 3,000 years. I can't put that in the video, I'm gonna get fucking banned. So last time I talked about the ODS-38 and I mentioned one very cool and fun feature that it had, which was the laser pointer, or the laser, so that you can aim better. But the Galil, or the Balashnikov, has something even cooler inside of it. It has a bottle opener. The fucking gun has a bottle opener because when I'm in a war, I don't think about, oh, I need better precision. I think about beer and vodka that's for some reason closed in like a glass. Well, with that feature, I guess you can really tell that Israeli Galili Balashnikov really was from the Soviet Union. Anyways, here's the gun firing. It's nothing that special, it's just a normal gun. It's like an AK. It's like an AK copycat. There's nothing different. Except, well, it looks different, a bit different, I guess. And the one thing I can say is that it's just as reliable as an AK, maybe a bit better. I don't know about guns. But one thing that I know is that the Galil was such a successful gun and was adopted by the IDF that they updated its design to current year, making the IWI Galil Ace. I have no idea, I haven't searched anything about the Ace, I just know it exists and that it's in Counter-Strike. You wanna learn more? Search more. What I was interested in was Israeli Galili, and that his name supposedly was changed so that there wouldn't be legal troubles, even though he changed his name years before the Galil even existed as a concept. So is it a myth? Is it a real story? Anyways, here's some more footage of the Galili shooting. It's just a gun. There's nothing special about this one. There's nothing special about this gun like the ODS-38. Now, before the video ends, this is literally the reason I don't want to make other videos about guns, because simply they're all similar. There's nothing cool to talk about most guns. There's one gun that I really wanted to talk about. I did so much research on it. If you don't know it, it's called ak-47. It's a Polish gun made by the Resistance, and the literal translation of the name is the servant or the peasant gun. And apparently it carried the Resistance, and it was like a 9mm gun, I'm not really sure, that used the receiver of a grease gun or something like that. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that I'm not going to be making the video unless I find some footage, because I want to show you guys the gun shooting. And there's nothing online. There's literally zero footage online of the gun shooting. So if anybody can find it, please, 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 please send it to me. Or like link it under this video, so I can make a video about that beautiful gun. Yeah, it's that one. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I tried to get a bit more in depth into the story, but there's literally not that much story to talk about. The events were the 6-day war, captured AKs, needed something more reliable than the stupid FN VAL, which was created by the Belgian Air Defense Force. Created the Galil that was based on the RK-62, that was based on the AK-47. That was the whole story. I didn't know how to pad it out a bit longer. And with that being said, I hope...